Hello, this is Takahiro Izumikawa, pianist and producer. While working as a musician in New York, I spent a lot of time reflecting what it means for me as an overseas artist to engage with jazz and hip-hop genre deeply rooted in American tradition. Eventually, I realized that focusing on my own cultural heritage, Japanese culture, felt like the natural direction to take. The concept of impermanence, deeply tied to Buddhist philosophy, resonates strongly with Japanese values and life perspectives. I wanted to express these ideas through music. I blended jazz harmony with hip-hop rhythms and infused them with the Japanese spirits to create a unique style. For this album, Off Sync, I took an experimental approach by incorporating UK rock-inspired synthesizer sounds like Daft Punk, Radiohead. Daft Punk is actually from France, but they got a big success in UK, so I checked their sound too, but mainly Radiohead for this time. The Japanese essence in my music comes from various elements. For example, growing up, I was deeply impacted by the contrast in Japanese traditional anime and music. They often sounded bright, yet carried an unsettling, eerie undertone. I think this contrast is a form of cultural expression, and I tried to recreate that by embedding feelings of fear within cheerful melodies. Also, I focused on creating a Japanese atmosphere without directly using traditional instruments or styles, incorporating cultural elements like silence and space unique to Japan into the music. I wanted to explore the power of voice as the core of music. However, I view lyrics and vocals as just one part of my expression, one tool among many. So in the future, I like to experiment with ways to convey the essence of vocal without actually using the voice. Yes, they do. The album's main theme is impermanence, as I say, and each track has its own sub-theme, such as trust, struggle, the beauty of nature, and acceptance, and so on. The lyrics align with the theme, and more detail can be found on my website. If you're interested in, you can check it out. Actually, I rarely use flash ideas like, oh, how about this kind of vibe, or how about like this melody? I don't use that much like the ideas. I believe in understanding the history of music, so my creative process often involves studying the musical history and the styles related to the concept I'm working on. And for example, if I decided to fuse 90s hip-hop with bebop jazz, I research both genres very carefully and seriously. While moments of inspiration do happen, I focus on more internal concept building rather than rely on chance. For instance, on the first track, Raku, which some fans have praised for in excellent sound quality, which I really glad to hear. We used two microphones on the acoustic bass, one for low frequencies and one for a clear tone, and adjusted the volumes for each phrase like one by one. I also took inspiration from past jazz and hip-hop mixing balance and worked carefully on the details. Most important thing for this album is handling both the recording and mixing myself allowed me to create without compromise. The name of my company, Access Art, reflects my desire to make art more easy access. My personal goal is self-growth. One of the great things about New York for me is that good work and music receive fair recognition. Being acknowledged by respected musicians and having my work appreciated by those around me make me very happy, and I can have a confidence that, oh yeah, I'm on the right path, you know? That's a great thing for me in New York. At the same time, I've come to realize that a certain level of influence and financial success is necessary to support my team and sustain my work. Yeah, I'm working on it, finally. I want listeners to feel a sense of Japanese space and spirituality, like the quietness of snow absorbing sound, while orange streets reflect throughout the silence, something like that. I aim to share the emotion and nostalgia tied to my memories of growing up in countryside, which I feel are uniquely Japanese. Collaborating with New York musicians has had a major impact on my style for sure, especially in jazz and hip-hop ensemble, which I do all the time. The way they make music, like repetitive riffs and creating grooves through improvisation, we call it as vibe out, are very important to my approach, for sure. Gospel chord progressions also share similarities with Japanese emotional expression, so I actively incorporate those elements into my music. I hope you guys enjoy my latest album, Off Sync, and experience something out of the ordinary. I also perform in various countries, so live music is my true essence. Hope you guys come to my shows somewhere, and then see you there. Thank you for listening. Even if it's ripped through our hands, we are just grains of sand.